Americans right now owe $1.277 trillion in credit card debt. Not billion, trillion. And most of that debt doesn't belong to reckless spenders. It belongs to regular people. People buying groceries, paying rent, just surviving. This video is going to show you exactly why and who designed it this way. When credit cards launched, banks sold them as freedom. Buy now, pay later. No cash needed. Pure convenience. And for people who pay their full balance every month honestly, it works great. Cashback, travel points, free rewards. But here's the dirty secret. Those rewards are funded by people who can't pay their full balance. The system runs on them, on you. Credit card companies earn money three ways. Interchange fees. Every store swipe costs the retailer 2 to 3%. Annual fees. Some cards charge up to $700 a year just to exist. And interest. When you carry a balance, they charge you. Right now, the average credit card interest rate in America is nearly 21% per year. A mortgage, 7%. A car loan, 8%. Credit card debt is almost 3 times more expensive. And they made sure you didn't do that math before signing up. Every month you open your statement. 2 numbers stare at you. Your total balance may be $5,000. And your minimum payment may be $125. $125 feels manageable, so you pay it. Move on, feel fine. But here's what actually happened inside that payment. Almost all of it went to interest. Only a tiny fraction reduced what you owe. You ran hard, but the treadmill moved backward. $6,000 in credit card debt. Minimum payments only. You know how long it takes to pay that off? Over 7 years. And by the end, you'll have paid $3,600 in interest alone. You borrowed $6,000. You paid nearly $10,000. For things you bought years ago. That's not a fee. That's a trap built into the design. Why don't people just pay more? Because of a psychological trick called anchoring. When your brain sees a number first, it uses that as its reference point. Your statement shows the minimum payment front and center, bold, boxed, before. You even see the full balance, so your brain stops asking how much should I eliminate and starts asking, can I handle $125? That one shift is worth billions to credit card companies. This isn't a theory. Researchers actually proved it. When credit card statements removed the minimum payment box entirely, people paid significantly more toward their balance. The minimum payment display itself causes people to pay less. Think about that. The number on your statement is engineered to keep you in debt longer, not to help you, to profit from you. When you make that minimum payment, your brain fires dopamine, the same chemical that hits when you finish a workout or check off a to-do list. You feel accomplished, responsible, like you handled your money. But you didn't really make progress. You just felt like you did. Psychologists call this the completion trap. You got the reward signal before the work was done. And because you feel okay, the urgency disappears until next month. There's a third force called present bias. Humans are wired to choose comfort today over benefit tomorrow. So when you're deciding between paying $200 extra toward debt now or having a comfortable weekend, your brain almost always picks the weekend. And research shows we treat our future self like a different person. Someone more disciplined, who will handle it later. But that future self, it was always you, waiting for someone who never showed up. When you pay with cash, your brain registers the loss. It creates mild friction, a small pain that slows spending. But when you tap a card, nothing, no pain, no friction, just a beep. Studies show people spend significantly more with cards than with cash. Not because of recklessness, but because of neurology. Credit card apps even add animations and colors to make spending feel fun. That's not design. That's manipulation. $10,000 in credit card debt. 21% interest. Minimum payments only. Here's what happens. Month after month, almost all of your payment goes to interest. Only a sliver hits the principal. By the time you're done 12 years later, you've paid $13,000 in interest alone. You borrowed $10,000. You paid $23,000. The price tag on what you bought was a lie. The real price was more than double. Who's actually in this trap? Not who you think. Only 10% of credit card debtors said retail shopping caused their debt. Only 7% said vacations. The number one cause: emergencies, medical bills, car repairs, home repairs. 41% of people said an emergency pushed them in. 33% said just day-to-day expenses, groceries, childcare, utilities. These aren't irresponsible people. These are people one breakdown away from debt. There's a real story of a 29-year-old woman who ended up $40,000 in debt across 6 credit cards. She never missed a single minimum payment, but she could never keep up with the interest. She described it perfectly. Inflation went up. Everything cost more. She didn't adjust, and suddenly she was drowning. Her story isn't rare. Nearly half of American cardholders carry a balance every single month. 1 in 5 say they are very stressed about their debt right now. Credit card debt doesn't just hurt your wallet. It destroys your mental health. 43% of Americans say money is the biggest negative impact on their mental health. People in debt delay investing, delay buying homes, delay having children, delay getting married. 64% of credit card debtors say they've avoided major financial decisions entirely because the debt makes everything feel impossible. The trap isn't just financial, it's psychological. It reaches into every part of your life. Here's what should bother you. This information: compound interest, minimum payment traps, anchoring bias. It could save the average American thousands of dollars. So why isn't it taught in school? Follow the money. Credit card companies spend billions on marketing. They lobby. They design reward programs to hook people early. And a financially literate population is a less profitable population. Research shows people with higher financial literacy carry far less credit card debt. Someone benefits from you not knowing this, and it isn't you. Even the language is designed to trap you. Available credit sounds like a resource to use, not a loan to repay. Minimum payment implies that a fraction of what you owe is acceptable. Revolving credit sounds sustainable, not like a cycle that feeds on itself. Every word is chosen to make debt feel normal, natural, manageable, until it isn't. Okay, you understand the trap now. So let's talk about how to get out of it. 5 steps, practical, no gimmicks. Let's go. Step 1. Stop paying only the minimum. $6,000 of debt at 21% interest. Minimum payment 7+ years. $3,600 in interest. Now add just $100 extra per month. Under 3 years, $2,000 saved. Double your minimum payment. Not forever, just until you're free. Step 2. The avalanche method. List every credit card you owe. Sort by interest rate, highest at the top. Pay the minimum on everything else. Then throw every extra dollar at the highest rate card first. When that's gone, move to the next. This is mathematically the fastest way to eliminate debt. Not the most emotionally satisfying, but the most effective. Step 3. Call your bank and ask for a lower interest rate. Most people never do this, but it works more often than you'd think. If you've been a decent customer on time payments, reasonable history, they'd rather keep you than lose you. Even 3 to 5% lower saves you hundreds of dollars. Literally one phone call. Make it. Step 4. Balance transfer cards. Many cards offer 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. If you move your existing balance, that's a window to attack your principal without interest destroying your progress. But read the fine print. There's usually a 3 to 5% transfer fee, and the rate jumps hard when the promo period ends. Use the window. Don't just extend the problem. Step 5. Build even a small emergency fund. Here's the brutal truth. Most people go into credit card debt because of emergencies. 1 car repair, 1 medical bill, 1 month of job loss. Even $1,000 sitting in savings would have prevented many of those stories. Start small. $20 a week. Automate it. Don't touch it unless it is a real emergency. This one step breaks the cycle before it starts. Here's what I really want you to take from this video. Credit card debt is not a personal failure. It is a system failure. You were handed a product specifically engineered to make you feel okay about staying in debt. Your brain was manipulated using anchoring, dopamine, and present bias. These are documented behavioral science techniques used deliberately. So stop blaming yourself. Start understanding the system. Because once you see how the machine works, you can stop feeding it. Every extra dollar you put toward your principal is $1. That doesn't compound against you. Every month you pay more than the minimum is a month you're winning. It's slow. It's not glamorous. But the people who get out of this trap share one thing in common. They stopped letting the system think for them. They learned the rules. Then they changed how they played. If this video helped you, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Most people are walking into this trap right now without even knowing it. And the only way to stop it is to talk about it. If you want more videos breaking down the hidden money systems that schools never taught you, subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is about. See you in the next one.